So here we are. I'm just going to do the tear down on the starter. Hopefully we can find replacement parts for this, and if we can, we will make sure we get that in there. Actually don't need to be taken off, but I just wanted out of my way. It was easier to field strip this out in the desert with the taking the wire with it than it was to try to deal with the wire in place. I've never torn one of this particular one down before, so I don't know what we're going to get. More difficult than it needs to be. Alright. So we're looking good there. The plunger's plunging. The rest of this here. This is the brushes. We'll get those figured out later, sorted. For right now, I just need to check the motor. Let's see. Pull that pin right there. Releases the clutch. There we go. So we know our position. We got our spring. Here's where our clutch goes to, and it flips right there, like so. Now let's check the electrical. Nothing inside there. Do you see anything?
No, I'm not seeing nothing.
There's a bushing right there in the deep center of this thing that's going to have to come out. Hopefully I'll get a video of it later. The brushes all look good, which is strange. Let's see what's going on here. Why is this not triggering? There's that bushing that's going to need to be replaced. We're actually going to show a cool way of how I do that with a tap and a bearing, ball bearing. Well, looks to me like it's time to pull a meter out and see why this thing is dead. I honestly don't know what's going on. Alright, I forgot to put... You see that right there? You got a visual on that? I need to replace this whole thing. I could probably maybe cut some reliefs in there and get them to stop contacting each other, but I'm at least 90% sure that's our problem there. I'll clean it up and we'll give it a test, see how it goes. So all I'm going to do here is chuck it up and just get some of that stuff out of the way. It's probably going to take me a second to clean this up. I like that. Get some sandpaper. I believe I left outside. Throwing this in reverse because I don't like things flying towards me. It's slightly better. I'm going to take a meter and see if I'm ohming anything out here. But once these contacts get together, see how that garbage is built up inside of there. I can scrape that out with a piece of metal, file, something. I'll hit a little bit more. Alright, so the next step. You can stop that now. That was not helping. There's some electric clean. Dirty rag to clean it. Everything looks good. It's just a few minutes of cleaning. Now, hopefully that brought it back to life. We'll see. Let's see if I can get this in there. eventually I'll get a shot that will work. Let's try this again. Okay. Boy, this does not want to work, does it? I wonder if I can put that on afterwards. Probably not, huh?
I don't know. Probably not.
I'm gonna try it with just that one. There. Now, let's get the lid back on. Alright, now we can get this back on there. Did I have screws that brought this cap off with, or did it just come off? I believe it just came off, didn't it?
The cap did have a screw. I think this one.
Okay. Yeah. This is only for tests because I might need to replace that motor there. So, I don't even need most of the stuff on it, actually. Oh, right. There's also a bushing in right there that we have to replace. I'll show you the same cool trick. Bearing, I said bushing, I meant bushing. Oh, you know what I did forget to put on? That's where these bad boys come into play. I forgot about that. And if I can remember which direction they went in, might have to watch the video. If I'm right, I'm lucky. That in there. Let's see, this doesn't need to go until later. Let's put that in there. This in. Clutch is working. Yeah, I'm just verifying the clutch, making sure it's hitting that switch. Sorry, sidetracked. Alright. Well, alright. Oh, I guess I got her working now. I need to replace the bushings. Well, there we have it. We know what we need to get. Don't know if I'm going to bother buying a rebuild kit. Those brushes actually look pretty decent. I believe I'm probably just going to replace the bushings. Everything else looks fine. This will probably last me another 20 years. And that I can probably film. I believe I may just do some brass bushings since I have plenty of brass to work with. Let's first start by getting these bushings out. As promised, I'm going to show you a pretty cool technique. We'll get that set up and go to it right now. Slightly bigger than... Alright, so as you can see, there's a little divot right there, which corresponds nicely with one of these things here. So like so. Drop it in. See that? Now, let's turn this. I need something to turn it with. I didn't bring nothing, did I? Maybe that's going to be hard though. There we go. Well, who knew? 9mm DeWalt fits perfectly on a tap, or at least on this particular one. If you see, all I'm doing is turning it in there. Oh no! It broke through.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Oh, shoot.
that wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. Now I guess we can just pull that off with a press to push it out of there. That is totally lame. You can... Oh, did you already see it? Okay. Obviously it wasn't supposed to happen this way, but go with the flow. I'll just throw some JB weld or something in there. But at least now I got the bushing out. I can make a new one.